Good morning and welcome. How to buy easily a company as an employee. First of all, what kind of business is preferable to buy? What is preferable is a business that is not far from your activity, from your domain of expertise. For example, you are accountant. If you can buy a small accounting firm, it will be very good. If you are in a business that is bigger and that is difficult to buy, you can buy a business as a middleman, as an intermediary in this business. For example, you are working in an insurance company, you can try to buy a small brokerage company and to be intermediary. If you are in a business that is even bigger and that is, for example, difficult to have intermediary business in, for example, you are working in Aryan company, so it will be difficult for you to buy an Aryan company or a broker in Aryan company. So you can think about business, for example, in training regarding this activity. But it's better to invest in a business that is not far from your field of expertise, because it will be easier for you to have clients because they know you already in this field of expertise, and it will be easier for you in terms of business because you know a little bit this business of something about this expertise. But if you cannot buy, or if you don't want to buy a business that is not in your field expertise, is not also, you can also do that, but try to buy a very small business because it will allow you to reduce the risk and take the time to learn how the business is working. This is what kind of business you can buy. What about the valuation of the business? The valuation of the business is the value of a business is roughly what you think you can get from this business, or what let's take a concrete example. You are buying a business at 100 million, for example. That means that you think that you will get at least 100 million from this business, but you will get more of this. This is the valuation of the business. But in terms of method of valuation, we not give a lot of detail about it, but you have three methods of valuation. One method of valuation by the discounted cash flow of the business. The second method of valuation is net assets of the business. So you take the market value of the assets of the business and you reduce this amount with the debt, and you have an estimation of the value of the business. Or you have the third method, that is a comparable or multiple method. So you will compare, for example, you will say that in this sector, company are sold around 2 times the turnover, so you will buy the business at 2 times the turnover. This is for valuation. Before buying a business, you need to make your own due diligences, because you may not have the means to take an external consultant. If you can take an external consultant to make your due diligence, you can do that. But even if you do that, you need to make your own assessment of the business to understand a little bit the problems of the business and what are the upsides, what you can get from this business. It is serious offer, so it's really important to take the time to understand way and to go in the deep in the business. Regarding legal aspect, also it's really important in this regarding this aspect. It's really important to work with a lawyer, because you cannot it will be difficult for you if you are not a lawyer yourself to go through this aspect. So it's important to have a lawyer. If you are regarding this aspect also, if you are buying the business with some partners, what is really important when you have partners is to have what we call a shareholder agreement. A shareholder agreement is a document that is organizing the relation between the partner and the business. So this is really important. Maybe you will not be able to make a very huge shareholder agreement, but even if you are working with some partners, it's important to create some rules between yourself, how you will manage the business. If somebody want to leave the business, how it will be do, or if somebody want to invest in the business, how you can do that. Also, it's really important to have some rules between you and your partners. So this is roughly some tips, some advice if you want to buy a business. But it is what it is interesting in buying a business. Interesting, if you start a business from scratch, it will take time and a lot of energy. If you buy a business, you have some risks, that's for sure, but you have also an opportunity to not start from scratch. You can, if you do your good due diligence, you will have an overview of the problem of the business, and you will be able to solve them quickly and to start making money. Thank you very much for your attention, and good luck.